Have you noticed this? You ask a student to read for 10 minutes. They shift in their chair after 2. Their hand moves to their pocket. Their eyes drift. It is not rebellion. It is not laziness. It is something else. And if we keep misdiagnosing it, we will keep failing them. Quick heads up, stay with me. In the next few minutes, I'll show practical moves that boost student focus. If that sounds useful, keep watching.
Let me tell you a story. A high-performing student once told his teacher, "I want to focus, I just can't." That sentence matters. He did not say he didn't care. He said he couldn't. So what changed?
Most people point to phones. Yes, phones are powerful. Notifications interrupt attention. Short-form content trains quick switching. Dopamine spikes reward novelty. But here is what almost no one talks about. Phones win attention when the alternative feels meaningless. When students are deeply engaged in something that matters to them, phones lose power. This is not speculation. Classroom reports show that when instruction feels relevant, challenging, and connected to real life, disengagement drops dramatically. So maybe the real question is not why students are distracted. Maybe the question is why so much of school feels disconnected from the world they live in. Now let us widen the lens. Today's students grow up in a world engineered for interruption. Every platform is optimized for retention. Every scroll is designed to trigger anticipation. Every algorithm learns what keeps them watching. School is competing with billion-dollar systems built specifically to capture human attention. That is not a fair fight. But distraction is only the surface. The deeper issue is cognitive overload. Students are processing more information in a single day than previous generations handled in a week. Assignments across multiple platforms, group chats, video content, news updates, AI-generated materials, constant performance tracking. Their brains are not broken. Their brains are overwhelmed. When attention constantly switches, the brain burns energy rapidly. Mental fatigue sets in faster. Deep thinking becomes harder not because of character weakness, but because working memory is depleted. Think about your own life. How often do you move between tabs, between messages, between tasks? If adults struggle with sustained focus, why are we surprised teenagers do? Now, let us talk about something even more important. Purpose. When students believe something matters, they concentrate. When they do not, their brain searches for stimulation elsewhere. Many classrooms are still built around compliance rather than curiosity. Complete this worksheet. Memorize this definition. Prepare for this test. But the world students see outside school is dynamic, interactive, entrepreneurial, creative. When there is a gap between lived reality and classroom experience, attention drifts. This is not about entertainment, it is about meaning. Research in global education trends shows that engagement and well-being are now being treated as central indicators of value. Why? Because systems are realizing that information alone is not enough. If a learner does not feel connected, attention collapses. Now let us add another layer. Teacher burnout. Educators are exhausted. They are balancing instruction, administration, data reporting, behavior management, parent communication, and now AI integration. Burnout affects tone, energy, and patience. Students sense that instantly. Focus is relational. When a teacher is energized and present, attention spreads. When a teacher is depleted, the room feels heavy. We cannot talk about student focus without talking about teacher well-being. Now, here's the paradox of our time. AI-powered personalization is rising fast. Learning platforms now track behavior, struggles, pacing, preferences. AI coaches simulate conversations and give feedback. In theory, this should increase engagement, and in many cases, it does. But it also changes expectations. Students become accustomed to instant adaptation. When something does not adjust immediately, frustration increases. Tolerance for difficulty decreases. Yet deep learning requires struggle. Struggle builds neural pathways. Without friction, there is no growth. So we face a contradiction. The digital world removes friction everywhere else. School demands cognitive endurance. The brain resists. If this is resonating with you, pause and share this with someone in education. These conversations matter more than policy debates. Now let us talk about micro-learning. Short modules, quick certificates, stackable credentials. 2-minute lessons. The skills economy is reshaping education globally. Flexibility is powerful. Accessibility improves. But something subtle happens. When learning becomes bite-sized, cognitive endurance adapts downward. Students become used to information in short bursts. Then we expect them to sustain attention for extended lectures. That mismatch creates tension. We are training short attention patterns and expecting long attention performance, and then we blame students. Now let us address anxiety. Students today carry more background stress than many adults realize. Economic uncertainty, global instability, constant news cycles, social comparison, online pressure. The nervous system in a mild state of alert does not easily enter deep focus. Stress narrows attention to threat detection. It reduces capacity for abstract reasoning. So when we see a student zoning out, sometimes we are seeing emotional fatigue, not indifference. Here is the deeper truth. Focus is not just a mental skill, it is an environmental outcome. Technology design affects it. Instructional design affects it. Emotional climate affects it. Purpose affects it. Stress affects it. When all of these shift at once, attention shifts too. But here's the empowering part. This is not irreversible. We know what works. First, reduce unnecessary fragmentation. Clear boundaries around device use during deep learning periods make a difference, not as punishment, as protection. Second, design relevance intentionally. Project-based learning tied to real-world problems increases intrinsic motivation. When students see impact, attention strengthens. Third, restore depth gradually. Long-form reading must be rebuilt like a muscle. Start small, increase incrementally. Celebrate cognitive stamina. Fourth, teach attention explicitly. Students need to understand dopamine loops. They need to know how algorithms work. When they see the mechanics, they gain agency. Fifth, protect teacher energy. AI should remove administrative load, not add more dashboards. Professional development should simplify, not complicate. When teachers regain time and clarity, classrooms regain presence. Now let me ask you something personal. When was the last time you felt truly absorbed in something? Time disappeared. Notifications did not matter. You were immersed. That state is still possible, for students too, but it requires intentional design. Schools that thrive in the next decade will not be the ones that simply add more technology. They will be the ones that design for attention. They will measure engagement alongside grades. They will integrate AI carefully. They will align learning with skills and purpose. They will value well-being as much as performance. They will treat focus as a trainable capacity. Here is something powerful. AI does not have to be the villain. When used responsibly, AI can personalize pacing, provide feedback without judgment, and reduce repetitive tasks. It can give teachers time back. It can help students practice safely, but only if ethics and instructional value remain central. Otherwise, it becomes another distraction layer. Design determines outcome. So the next time someone says students just cannot focus anymore, remember this: they are adapting to the environment we built, and environments can be redesigned. Focus is not disappearing, it is being redirected. The question is toward what? Subscribe and keep watching. The real deal is moments away. I'm about to walk you through the exact steps and tools we use, so you can apply them today. Let me leave you with this. Attention is the gateway to opportunity. Without focus, skills weaken. Without skills, mobility narrows. Without mobility, inequality grows. This is bigger than classroom discipline. It is about cognitive freedom. Whoever controls your attention influences your future. So here's the real question. Are we teaching students to protect their focus, or are we training them to surrender it? If this shifted your perspective, share it with someone who needs it. Comment your experience, and subscribe so you do not miss what comes next. The future of education depends on how we answer this.